Think we're live. There we go. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. It is 1:45 my time, May the 15th, and we are here and we are talking all about the TikTok algorithm for the month of May. Later on this week, we're going to be talking about the algorithm on Instagram. And so, if you happen to be watching this on the replay, just type hashtag replay in the comments. That's going to let me know you're watching this on the replay. If you're watching this live, say hello. Hello, everyone. Today, we're talking about the May algorithm for TikTok. And then later on this week, we're going to be talking about all the updates for the, I forgot my mic. We're going to be talking about the updates for the Instagram algorithm later on this week. But today we're talking about TikTok. So you guys are here with me. Say hello. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Glad you guys are here. Hey, Connie. Is it Caleb? Wait. Caleb Beauty? Caleb Beauty? Hey, Dr. Janelle, so funny. Welcome, everybody. We're going to be talking about the TikTok algorithm for the month of May. Let me pull up my notes really quickly. If you guys wouldn't mind doing me a favor, just come in and tell me what city, state, or country you are watching me from. What did I do with my notes? There it is. Got it. It's like I always have like these notes that are like in my notes file, but I write so many notes in my notes file. Oh, hey, Missy. So because like, like I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I just have a lot of things going on. And instead of me having to remember everything, I do a lot of notes, right? In California, nice. So a lot of times I'll be in the shower and I'll open the shower door and I'll speak to Siri and say, create a note, and I'll tell her what the note is. And then I close the shower door. And then I just go back to, getting ready for the day, because it's just a way to like get out your thoughts. Anybody like me, like you're just like, you find yourself just kind of being all over the place and you have to like force yourself to be like in place. Well, that's me. So I see some folks from LA, Fairfield, California, anybody else? Where's everybody else from? So I'm in San Diego, California. It is gloomy here in San Diego, but it's fine because it's not cold, it's not snowing. So I have zero complaints about California today, except for taxes. But Nairobi, Kenya. What's up from Nairobi, Kenya? All right, where's everybody else from? We're going to talk about the TikTok algorithm. I'm going to go ahead and get into it because y'all like, lady, get on with it. Okay. So one of the things to know about social media is that obviously we don't own it. Like our job is to learn what are they doing, right? What are they doing this month? What is working well for the platform? And instead of us being so frustrated, with what's happening on TikTok or what's happening on Instagram or what's happening on YouTube, we just really get to just learn what are they doing and we get to apply those things. Okay. So I see somebody from San Diego, Melody. I'm in Santa Ana. Oh yeah, you're pretty close. Yeah. So when I go to Santa Ana, I pass through Santa Ana when I'm going to, where she live? Dana Point. Right? My friend lives in Dana Point. Well, she's like traveling the world right now, but she lives in Dana Point. So I always see Santa Ana. That's the exit, the first exit. Then I got to go to Dana Point to see my friend. Okay. So let's talk about it. So one of the things that I like to do is I like to figure out what is actually working for the platform that day, that week, that month, or whatever. Because the last thing I want to be doing, the last thing I want to be doing is still doing the same thing and it's not working. Right? I don't want to be still doing the same thing and it's not working. Howdy from Texas. Hey, Andy. Quick question. Somebody said, are you using the phone or TikTok app? So DJ Ralph, I am actually streaming on TikTok using StreamYard. Okay. So I'm using StreamYard for Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, and TikTok. And then I am streaming on my phone for Instagram. Okay. So that's how I'm doing this. Okay. All right. So I like to try to learn what in the world is going on with the algorithm so that way I can do what it is that I need to be doing to grow my business that month or whatever, right? To reach my audience. And so I'm not the most analytical person. Hey, Larisha, but there are other people that are analytical people. So what I do is I go and I do what I do, but I go and research the researchers. So it's like, what are all of them saying? Right. And if there's a theme of things, then I start trying things. And then once I go, okay, yes, that works for me. Then I come on and tell you guys. Now, hold on. My phone's not charging. Let me see real quick. Let me see. Is that charging there? I probably need a new phone cord, to be quite honest. Let me see. Hold on. I just see it not working. It's just not charging. Let me see. Oh, there we go. It wasn't plugged up. Okay. Hopefully my audio is better too. Hold on, you guys. 1 second. Let me see. Making sure my audio is better. There we go. Okay. So my mic, let me back to the ATR 2100. Okay. So my audio probably got better, huh? For those of you guys that are like watching on like Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, and TikTok, my audio got better, huh? Now the mic's plugged up right. Okay. So let's talk about Happy Monday. So let's go ahead and get into the algorithm, okay, for May. All right. So I have two algorithms here, but one is for TikTok. All right. One of the things to note is that this month on TikTok really, really, really wants us focused on longer content. Okay. They really want us focused on longer content. Now, here's one of the reasons. In general, from social media standpoint, in general, they all want us to be on the platforms longer. All of them. Okay, so all of them are constantly doing things to like try to get us to stay on the platforms longer, because the more we're on the platform, the more they can send us content, the more they can send us ads and things of that nature. Okay, so this is a thing. So for TikTok, for the longest time, most of us, we were just creating really short pieces of content, but we have seen that TikTok makes so many updates lately, which has been great, and they are prioritizing longer content. Okay. So a lot of us, we may have gotten access to a program which is called the Creativity Program. If you got a link, or like if TikTok sent you a notification to join the Creativity Program, just type me in the chat. Okay. And basically what it is it's like YouTube, so to speak. So it's basically where, like, once your video reaches a minimum of 1 minute, then they're gonna start paying you because for the views, right? Now listen, I got access to this program last week, and I posted my first video last week that's longer, right? And so that video is currently going viral. And so I said, okay, later on today, I'm going to actually check and see what are my stats. How am I doing, like, revenue wise, from this video that has 300,000 views? And well, I don't know. I don't think the video is actually longer than 1 minute. Anyway, I don't think it's actually long enough. My video is going viral, but I listen. I gotta intentionally post a video that is 1 minute. But anyway, the Creativity Program is basically where you have to post a video that is 1 minute or longer. Okay. And then once you post a video that is 1 minute or longer, then they start paying you for views, right? And so, same thing goes for YouTube. You start making money on YouTube after you hit a certain minute mark in your content. So, TikTok is really prioritizing those that are creating longer pieces of content. Thanks for following, Sarah, and for sharing. Okay, so if you really want to grow this month on TikTok, you want to be creating longer content. Okay. Second thing you need to know is that, for the Creativity Program, in order to join, you have to have at least 5,000 followers. Okay. You have to have at least 5,000 followers. You have to be 18 years of age. And then for a 30-day time frame, you've had to have 100,000 views on your content. Okay. So 18 years of age, 5,000 followers, and at least 100,000 views on your content. Once you have all that, TikTok will send you a notification where you can join the Creativity Program. Okay. All right. Next thing for the algorithm for this month is you want to, again, same thing I said last month. You want to focus on making sure all your videos are SEO friendly, search engine optimization friendly, meaning that you want to pay close attention to the things that you're doing before you hit post in your content. So first things first, think about what is your video about and make sure that it is SEO friendly. So let's just say I'm teaching about the TikTok algorithm update for the month of May, right? Then I need to make sure that I am searching what are people searching on TikTok about the algorithm this month, right? Because I can type the words TikTok algorithm May, but they may be actually searching how to grow on TikTok in May, TikTok algorithm May, whatever, right? Because the thing about your SEO is that you want to basically have the words and phrases that people are using to find what it is you're talking about, right? And one of the easiest ways to know what that is to just do a search. So, what I'll do before I record a short video about the algorithm for May, I will go and do a search on TikTok, and I'll type in TikTok algorithm May TikTok algorithm, and see what all comes up in terms of the search. Then that is what's going to be in my description, right? So I may say how to grow on TikTok in May 2023 or how to grow on TikTok May 2023. Because if people are searching that, then that is what my description is going to be, right? Then I'm going to make sure that my hashtags are applicable to what it is I'm talking about in the video, okay? And I'm going to make sure that my hashtags are reaching my target audience, okay? Now, TikTok also cares about the text that you have on screen as it pertains to SEO. So, a lot of times you will see me say how to grow on TikTok in the month of May, how to understand the TikTok algorithm for the month of May. That is because that's part of the SEO, right? But not only that, another really simple thing you can do is making sure you turn on your captions, right? So if you're importing a video, make sure you have captions on that video. Otherwise, just hit the captions feature on TikTok. That way it gives you it gives you more text on screen as it pertains to SEO. Okay. So that's another thing that TikTok wants this month. So let me reiterate what TikTok wants this month as an algorithm. Now, quick pause. If you guys are enjoying this, you're finding value in this, if you guys wouldn't mind sharing this video, I would appreciate it. Those of you guys watching on TikTok, you can hit share, but you can also tap your screen and you can give likes because TikTok loves the engagement of likes. So if you guys will tap your screen on TikTok, that'd be great. Everywhere else you guys would mind sharing, I'd appreciate it so much. Okay. How is long form content and how many hashtags should we use? So again, long form content is content over 1 minute. Short form content is anything a minute and under, but long form is considered anything over a minute. Okay. All right. Let me keep going. So I said you want to post longer content. You want to think about posting longer content longer than a minute so you can get paid through the creativity program. Then I said focus on making sure all your videos are SEO friendly. And then the next thing is that, I said you want to go ahead and get to 5,000 followers because of TikTok Shop. Okay, so TikTok Shop they've been beta testing it for a while with bigger creators and brands. And basically now, wait, creativity program. Hold on. I'm confusing that with TikTok Shop. TikTok Shop, you have to have 5,000 followers. Hold on, I messed that up. TikTok Shop, you have to have 5,000 followers, be 18 years of age, and 100,000 views on your content. The creativity program, you have to have 10,000 followers and be 18 years of age. All right, let me reiterate that. The creativity program, which is very much similar to the Creator Fund, you have to be 18 and have 10,000 followers. TikTok Shop, you have to be 18 and have 5,000 followers and 100,000 views on your content. There's so many new updates. That's why I'm confusing myself. Okay, so TikTok Shop is basically where if I am a brand and I sell lipstick, I can put my inventory in the TikTok system or whatever, right? And then someone like me may like this lipstick and I want to help promote the lipstick, right? So then I am going to get paid a certain amount of money per every time I sell one of these in my content. Okay. And so TikTok, listen, if you are looking for ways to get more views on your content and do some affiliate marketing on TikTok Shop is the way to go. I am working on getting 5,000 followers on my new account. I think we're at 4,800 because I want to start doing that on that account because I want to be able to test stuff there and just make money through affiliate marketing. But I'm 170 followers away from doing that on my second account. So listen, if you guys want to follow me there, that would be awesome. It is the Kenya Kelly brand. Okay, the Kenya Kelly brand. Now, if you do not like people talking about Christianity, it is not your place for you. I love Jesus. And so on that account, I'm talking about Jesus all day, every day, being a Christian all day, every day. So you don't want to follow that account if you ain't about that. You're going to be you don't want to follow that. Okay. All right, let's keep going. So you want to get to 5,000 followers ASAP and you want to get into TikTok Shop, okay? Is it worth getting to Creator Fund 1 minute or more? I'm not sure yet, Teresa. So I just got into the creativity program and I have not seen results yet because I haven't been posting videos that are longer than 1 minute. But that is my intention to do that this week. I said the same thing last week, but I forgot. And so it's my intention to do that this week so that I can start testing it. So my answer is inconclusive. I don't have the answer to that, Teresa, yet. Do brands have to have 5,000 to add a product to TikTok Shop? I don't think so. I think that you have to have a business account and then you have to sign up for TikTok Shop as a business. I haven't looked into how a business signs up for that. But listen, I guarantee you can go to TikTok.com and try to find TikTok Shop or TikTok for Business, and they will show you how to sign up for TikTok Shop as a brand. Like that's their job, is to help you get in. So they probably can help you with that. Okay. All right. Next thing is, okay, three more things about the TikTok algorithm for the month of May. Um, Let people see your full body and not just your head. Let people see your full body and not just your head. Okay. So what we are experiencing is that, like, okay, let's think about, okay, you're watching videos on TikTok, right? And someone is in the video. They're talking, teaching, whatever's happening. And then there's other things happening behind them. What we have experienced as a viewer and as a content creator is that the more that is going on in the background, in a sense, or the more that people can look at, what ends up happening is people start looping the videos because they want to see all the things, right? That's why people had that, like, that strategy, which I don't necessarily agree with, that you want to have like a video and have the text written like all the way down, so people have to loop the video in order to, like, read it or whatever. It's a strategy to get more views, but it's not necessarily a strategy that's going to help you make more money per se. But what we've experienced is that the more you have you in a frame, the whole you in the frame, the better your video is typically going to do, right? And so I have started testing this on my other account and then being more intentional with what it is that I'm doing. Okay. Now, the next thing is that one of the things you want to do is you want to change up your scenery. I am so guilty of this. I'm in my office and it's a pretty office. And when I go out there, it's not as pretty. There's no light. There's all of my like neighbors who have their office spaces or whatever. And the last thing I want to be doing is shooting content going down the hallway, being loud against them. And so what has happened is that people have seen my video. I'm in the same place all the time. And it does, oh, thank you, Billy. It doesn't give people an opportunity to like see different, whatever. And it also looks like I'm shooting the exact same video. Like, it's every time I'm in the same place all the time. Hey, Brandon, then it always looks like I'm in the same place, because I am. And so one of the things that's working really well with short form video in general, but also TikTok, is changing up your scenery. Okay. Just this morning, I was like, okay, shoot part of it in your office, walk down the hall, walk in the break room, come back in the office, right? Then what I plan on doing today is when I walk outside, I'll shoot outside. I'll shoot some of it in my car. I'll shoot some of it when I get in my house. It's very, very intentional because people want to see dimensions in your videos. They don't want to see the same thing they've always seen from you. I am guilty, but if we're going to get better at this, and what TikTok is wanting, Instagram and all of them are wanting, is us giving it what it wants. Does this all make sense? If this makes sense to you, just type in the chat. It makes sense. Okay. Two more things. You want to add B-roll to your videos as often as you can. Add B-roll to your videos as often as you can. What is B-roll, right? Listen, she said people are nosy. I'm nosy. And so what is B-roll? B-roll is basically where it's like, it's videos you may have shot somewhere else, or it's video that you're paying for from like an online service or something, right? So there were times when we were teaching a thing or whatever, right? And I would say something, and then my editor would like find something like I was talking about maybe TikTok Shop, and she would go into Instagram and she would do a recording about TikTok Shop. And then while you hear me talking about TikTok Shop, that B-roll is showing you what is happening with TikTok Shop. So for that 3 or 4 seconds or whatever, you're seeing TikTok Shop, but you're still hearing me, right? So when you can, use B-roll. Now, Brandon said, so do different angles. Different angles are great as well, right? They work great as well. Okay. Now, one of my most top performing videos on Instagram Reels right now is I went to the grocery store and I shot myself during the time lapse, right? Where I put my groceries away, I pull my pineapple out, I cut it up, I cut up my flowers and whatever. And so I like spliced it all together and then I spoke over it. And it's one of the top performing videos, right? Why? Because there was different dimensions. People want to see what I was gonna do with the pineapples, what's going on in my refrigerator. They want to see what kind of flowers are they. There was all this stuff. And I was like, y'all are so nosy, but I'm the same way. You know what I mean? And it just works really, 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 really well. Okay. And then the last thing, and then we're going to go into Q&A. The last thing is that you got to get good at storytelling. Things people are interested in or problems you want to solve. Listen, if you are going to start creating videos that are longer than a minute or 1 minute, you've got to get good at the art of storytelling. And one of the easiest ways to do it is to watch a long form piece of content that keeps you, right? Watch a creator who did whatever they did, said whatever they said. The video was longer than 1 minute. Why did it keep you? Find out why the video got you there and kept you there, right? And then dissect what happened there, the emotions you were feeling. And then when you start creating content, then you got to give people the same type of roller coaster, right? So one of my most top performing videos on TikTok was when I was talking about how did I know that my ex had cheated, right? And I was talking about hearing God and all that. It wasn't to expose him, but it was just talking. And so I was doing my makeup in the bathroom and I was just talking about how God gave me a dream a couple times and I wasn't sure. And I just talked about how I hear God and all this type of stuff. And people were just like listening. They were watching me do my makeup and they were listening to me tell this story. And so each time now, when I am trying to do a longer piece of content, I have got to be very intentional of like keeping a person. There's a girl on TikTok. I don't know if she's doing this anymore, but she was going on a lot of dates, right? She probably still is. And she had this guy on TikTok that she called Mr. Mans because Mr. Mans was like, I guess he was older. He was treating her well. He was spending money and all that type of stuff. And she just kept telling these stories. And so every time I would see a video with hers, I would watch it because I wanted to know what happened with Mr. Mans today. It finally got to the point where I was like, something is wrong with Mr. Mans. There's just something is up. He's showing signs something is up. And so, hey, Ro. And so the longer I watched it, Ro, you wearing yellow? Girl, you always wearing yellow. She look good in yellow. Y'all know Ro show? She look good in yellow. I just had to see that. I was like, look at her in that little yellow dress. Her profile picture. But eventually it came out that something was wrong with Mr. Mans, right? And it was like, oh man, and there it goes. But she kept us there with her stories. Okay. So it's really, 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 really important for you that if you're going to have success on TikTok this month and on Instagram Reels, that you have to do the art of storytelling. Okay. Because the number one thing that all the platforms want, they don't just want you creating content. They don't. They want you spending time on the platform. That's why there's that phrase called TOP, which stands for time on platform. Okay. They want you spending the most amount of time on the platform. And then they want the people that are watching your videos to spend time on the platform. Okay. So if you're going to have the most success with TikTok this month, you're going to want to implement those things. Let me read them again. So what I said was post longer content, join the creativity program if you want to test that out. Make sure your videos are SEO keyword friendly. Get to 5,000 followers ASAP to get in the TikTok shop. Let people see your full body and not just your head. Adding B-roll and then getting good at storytelling. Okay. So how do you do B-roll? I am not an editor. Okay. But here's what I would do. If I was trying to figure out how to add B-roll, my number one thing that I always do with everything is I would go to YouTube and I would type in how to add B-roll in videos because I am not an editor, right? And so when I say B-rolls, I mean B-R-O-L-L, right? B-roll, B-roll, okay? So B-R-O-L-L, B-roll. Okay. And so that is video content that has nothing to do with this. It's not like me sitting here right here, but it's videos that's been shot somewhere else or edited somewhere else. Okay. All right. Let's do some questions. Let me see. I see questions on Instagram. I'm not an editor either. Okay, Brandon, it's like that ain't my thing. I joined late. How do you suggest getting to 5,000 followers? Well, the fastest way to get to 5,000 followers is definitely to get yourself to go viral, right? Now, you don't have to go viral, but when my clients go, I want to like get to 5,000, I want to grow following quickly. I'm like, okay, one of the things that I have my audience do when they're trying to go viral or trying to get a bunch of followers real quick, depending upon who the person is, I will tell them choose a side. Right? Let me explain. Choose a side. So my girl, Dr. Anna, she teaches about like healthy ways to care for your kids or healthy foods to eat. And so she did a video where it was like, these are supposed to be healthy chips. They're not, and here's why. And she read the label. She read the label about this, and she did it in a way that she caused her audience to show up and say, "Yes, we are with you, and we agree." But she also caused the opposing audience to show up as well in the comments. She gained 80,000 followers in 3 days. 80,000 followers in 3 days. My girl Kathleen, she taught about medicinal mushrooms, and her video was very simple, but she taught about the value of medicinal mushrooms. 24 hours, 50,000 followers, right? And listen, like that's just the thing. You know what I mean? Now, I obviously like I'm a marketing strategist, so I don't have like a side that I could potentially choose or whatever, but I'm also a Christian. And on my second channel, the Kia Kelly brand, where I talk about being a Christian and all that, okay, how do I say this? Hold on. Here's my disclaimer before y'all cancel me, right? I am a Christian through and through. I love Jesus through and through. I think everybody should be saved, period, through and through. But if he ain't your thing, he ain't your thing. I'm not going to make you be his thing. That ain't going to happen. Okay. That's my disclaimer. Now, if I wanted to go viral, okay, if I wanted to go viral on my Christian channel, I would talk about here is why Jesus is the only way to heaven. Guess what's going to happen? The people that agree with me are going to show up, and the people that disagree are going to show up, right? And so the people that agree, depending on what I've said in my content, I will go viral and I'll gain followers like that, like that, like that, like that, right? Now, I am not that type of minister. I'm not someone that's not how I minister to people. So that's not what I would say on content. That's just not how I do things. Right? I had a guy who I think he was Muslim, and he was just like, he was upset. He goes, "Well, Jesus ain't the only way." And da 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 da. He was like, I can't remember what he said. And I said, "Well, I'm not going to argue with you about Allah versus Jesus, but what I will do is this. If you want, we could sit down and compare apples to apples." And he said, "Well, what do you mean?" And this was like in real life. And I said, "Well, you can tell me about a time you were dealing with something and how Allah showed up for you. And I'll tell you about a time when I was dealing with something and how Jesus showed up for me. And then we can compare apples to apples." He left me alone. I am that type of Christian. I'm not going to fight you. That's just not me. Right. I'm just telling you. So my whole point in saying that is that you can choose a side. I hate saying the word controversial, but it's basically what it is. And so that's a fast way to go viral and gain a bunch of followers. But ultimately, the way that you want to gain following that is your main following is creating content that is for your target audience in a way that makes your audience show up like crazy. So right now, hold on, I gotta drink some water. So right now, I am creating content on my Christian channel, just talking about like experiences I've gone through, or just relatable things that Christians have dealt with, or whatever, funny stuff, just having fun. But if I wanted to go viral on that channel, then I would do that. Now, how did I gain the most amount of following on my main account on TikTok? Is because I chose who my audience was. I chose what I wanted to teach them. And then I have been very, very consistent teaching that community, right? Now, of course, you can do shorter content, that causes people to binge watch a lot of your content. One of the ways people go viral, but also gain a lot of following is they're telling this story, this like they're something, and then they're like, okay, you got to come back for part 2, right? Most of us hate coming back for part 2, but if you don't give them part 2 that same day, they're gonna follow you so that they get notified once you come up with that part 2, right? So that's just something. Okay, how does that relate to people who play music? Piano for me. Ellen, I don't know exactly, but what I will say is that if you're someone who just creates, who's content creator, you're not trying to sell something, then it is going to be about you creating content that people just love to watch. They want to see more from you, right? That could be you being someone who plays the piano but you're playing Mozart, and they're like they expected that you would play hip hop, but you playing Mozart, or they expect you to play a Mozart, but you're playing hip hop or whatever it is, right? We've all seen those accounts where you're like, I wasn't expecting that, and then they see more things from you doing things they did not expect, and then they end up following you for more. But they also can just like you and want to follow you for what you're regularly doing, not even unexpected things. There's some people who are just themselves and people follow them for just themselves, and that's the thing. But it's about being consistent. Okay, let's take maybe two more questions. Two more questions. I see you guys on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok. Two more questions. Okay. Also, you guys, I am actually teaching a class on Thursday. I'm going to be teaching you how to monetize your social media. Okay. Because how many of you all have like an audience online and you're like, I'm trying to figure out how to make money, how to monetize my social media? If you're somebody and you're trying to figure out how to do that, I'm actually teaching a free class on Thursday because there's so many people who have these massive audiences or even smaller audiences, and you want to make money from your online audience. If that is you, there's a link on the screen, and you can register for it absolutely free. If you are watching on Instagram or you're watching on Facebook, just Facebook and Instagram, you guys can just type the word webinar. Okay, so if you're watching this on Facebook or on Instagram and you want to be a part of the webinar, just go and type the word webinar, WEBINAR, and a link will automatically be sent to you. Okay, we have our system set up with ManyChat that will send a message to Instagram and will send a message to Instagram and Facebook that won't work anywhere else. Okay, it won't work on a LinkedIn or YouTube, Twitter, or on TikTok because the system isn't set up. Let me see. What about if you want to build your audience to monetize later? So you could do that. Now, I wouldn't recommend you do that. Rachel, I would be thinking about like, how do you want to make money from this? It doesn't mean you're going to make money immediately, but I at least would have you thinking about it. That way you're creating your brand in a way, your brand presence in a way that, is monetizable, right? Because the thing to understand is that you don't have to have a large following to make a lot of money or to make money in general, right? There's people who are making thousands of dollars per month with a very small following online because they've learned how to be content creators. They've learned how to be good content creators. Okay, Rachel, hope that makes sense. More questions. What time Thursday? Oh, so the webinar is this Thursday at 4:00 Pacific, which is 7:00 Eastern. It is absolutely free. It's going to be an hour, and I'm going to be teaching you how to monetize your social media. Listen, I love social media and I don't have to get paid for everything. But, if I could get paid for what I'm already doing, why would I not get paid from it? Everything isn't always about money. That's like, I've been doing my You, Me, and Jesus podcast for years and never making any money from it, right? It's not until now where my audience is like, we want a course. We want a course. And I'm like, okay. If I'm going to create this course, edit, and be present for people, then I want to be compensated for it. Not to mention, it costs to host my podcast. It costs to do all the things that I do for the You, Me, and Jesus brand. So I'm like, okay, I want to make money from it. You know what I mean? So I may not make millions, who knows, but I at least want to monetize it, right? Kayla, what do you do if your content get likes and views but no follows while having a CTA on the video? Kayla, so here's the deal. If people are watching your videos and they are not following you, then there's something happening there, right? Listen, I want you to ask yourself this question, and then everybody else that's watching, I want y'all to comment and tell me what your thoughts are. So you watch Kayla's video, right? And then you watch another one of Kayla's video, but you don't choose to follow her. What potentially is your reason why you did not hit follow? Without y'all even knowing what Kayla talks about, without you even knowing exactly what the video is about. If you have watched a video of hers and you may have liked it or commented on it, what would be a reason why you did not follow her account? I just want to know what you guys think. And Kayla, this is good feedback for you because nobody here knows you or your content. That way you're hearing like everybody just giving their opinions in general. Okay. So what I'm hearing is just really not that interested in seeing more. Okay. I just like that one, but I don't need more. Probably not engaging or don't like it. Content is all over the place. Not interested. I can't figure out what she is about. All over the place. Not interested. Not interested. Okay. Sometimes we might do the same thing. Okay. So here's the deal. It's really important for you to go, okay, here is the content that I'm putting out, right? Is what I'm doing consistent, right? Am I creating content for a certain person or a certain people group, right? Now, listen, okay, typically you could get a million views on a video, but it doesn't mean a million people are going to follow. It just means a million people saw that video and they watched the video, right? You know, it happens all the time. You know, like I have a video right now on TikTok that is at I think it's right around, let me see. Let me see. Hold on. And I'll tell you how many new followers I've gotten from this video so far. Okay, this video is right at 482,000 views. It's currently my main my first video on my account. Listen, I think I have gained maybe 300 followers from this video. So I have 400,000 views and I've gained maybe 300 followers. Okay? And so that doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with my content. It just means that most people liked the particular video and that's it. They didn't want to see more. Right. So we have to like we wanted to continue being consistent with the content that we're putting out there. Right. But also make sure that you're creating content for a certain person. Right. There's this one girl. Y'all tell me if y'all seen her before. I mean, I am obsessed with this girl. And she has this cat. Right. And she loves this cat and her cat loves her. But she makes this cat chase her around the house. So she has multiple like phones set up or like motion censored around her house and she will do things that makes her cat chase her. Cuz my cat don't chase me like that. But she does things and it makes her cat chase her, right? And she also does things to make her cat fight her. And the cat's not really fighting her. She makes it look like they're fighting, but it's really, really, really funny. And so she's creating content for people who one like somebody just being random, two like somebody that likes cats, right? Three like somebody that likes a cat lover that loves cats, right? I don't know what her name is. I gotta think, I gotta think about it, right? So we just love her content. You know what I mean? And that's it. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you got Michaela on TikTok. She has her raspy voice, you know, from Jersey. And people follow her because one, you just like her. Two, you like her makeup and you like watching her vulnerability. You like watching her do what she does online. I don't know how to do any of the makeup she's ever done, but I enjoy watching Michaela. I enjoy watching her glow up and her just like figuring life out and whatever. Does that make sense? Okay. I saw her before. I can't remember her name. Kingdom of the girl with the cat. My God. I'm like, who is that girl? I want to see her at a TikTok meetup and be like, what is your cat's name? Like, it's a whole situation with her and that darn cat. I was like, she loves her cat. Okay. All right. Let me let you guys go. But again, if you guys have not signed up for the webinar, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be free. And again, it is called How to Monetize Your Social Media. Oh, Kayla has one more question. It's called How to Monetize Your Social Media. It's going to be 1 hour on Thursday. It's absolutely free. And all you have to do is go to the link that's on the screen. But if you're watching on Facebook or if you're watching on Instagram, you can just comment the word webinar. Okay. So you can just comment the word webinar on Facebook and Instagram, and then a link automatically gets sent to you in your inbox. Everybody on LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, and TikTok, you guys have to go to kenyakelly.com/monetize social. Okay. She'd like to tell her cat, I got time for you today. Kayla got another question. Let me see. Okay, makes a lot of sense. Do you do page audits to help? So I only do page audits for our one-on-one clients. I don't do them complimentary. But good question. Okay, any other questions, you guys? Listen, I can't wait to see all of you all on the webinar. Make sure y'all write down this link if you're not on Facebook and Instagram. That way you can pull it up because it's not in my bio. This is something I just decided to do. So the link is not in my bio. But go to KiaKelly.com/monetize social or just send me a DM and I'll give you the link. Okay. All right. Is that good, everybody? Okay. All right. Facebook, Instagram, go ahead and type the word webinar so that way the link will come to you. Everybody else, go to the link here. Okay. Wait, Studio Q. Oh, hey, girl. Will you teach how to go live on all platforms on IG and TikTok on StreamYard? So I did that already. I actually have a video on my Instagram page with it. I don't know where it is down there, but it's down there. And I teach you how to do it or whatever. But I will say you don't want to go live on StreamYard on Instagram. So I'm live on StreamYard, not on Instagram. I'm using my phone to go live because StreamYard is a horizontal and Instagram is vertical. So every time I went live with Instagram, people would come in and they would leave because you would only be able to see half of my face on Instagram. So you don't want to do that. So I use my phone and it's just kind of propped up here. And then StreamYard is everywhere else. Okay. All right, you guys. So I look forward to seeing you guys all on the webinar. I'll probably be here tomorrow. Listen, my goal is to do a live stream every single day because this is how I started my business in 2016. This is how I launched myself on TikTok in 2020. And this is how we are continuing to explode our business in 2023. So if you're someone and you're like, how do I grow? Consistency. Choose a thing to do and be consistent at it. I am so consistent, right? I'm consistent when I don't want to, when I don't feel like it, when I don't have to. I just continue to show up. Okay. So I'm just telling you, I am doing what I'm teaching you to do. What up, Tiffany? Okay. All right. So, again, if you're on Facebook or you're on Instagram and you want to join the Monetize webinar, just comment the word vertical. Okay. Everybody else, you want to go to the link, KiaKelly.com/monetize social. Okay. All right, guys. I love you. If you want to catch the replay, come on YouTube. Okay. The replay won't be on TikTok. The replay won't be on Instagram. But if you want to watch the whole presentation or whatever live stream, come on YouTube at Kia Kelly on YouTube, and then the replay is there. Okay. All right, guys. I love y'all. Bye.